So I'm gonna pair up a small portion of a nice spring light pasta with lots of lemon and asparagus with a quick, easy bake chicken that is absolutely delicious, and it could not be easier. So we're gonna start with 4 boneless, skinless pieces of chicken breast. The oven's on 425. We're going to season these guys up with salt and pepper. And then I'm going to zest a lemon into my breadcrumb topping. We're gonna make a crispy breadcrumb topping, pop this into the oven. And I'm going to zest the lemon, and then I'm gonna use the juice to douse down over the chicken. Hit the chicken with a little bit of lemon and olive oil. Boop, 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 boop. And then you can drizzle it with olive oil, or I'm gonna use a little olive oil spray. We take our Dijon, slather it over the breast. I know. I'm getting down to the end of this jar, but obviously you'd want to take it out of the jar so you don't contaminate, cross-contaminate if you're not at the end of your jar, or use a squirt top bottle. And then to our breadcrumbs, we're gonna add some Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. We're going to add some toasted ground almonds. We're gonna add crushed red pepper. Wow, that got a great reaction. How do we feel about a little dried oregano? So I'm chopping up a combination of fresh thyme and fresh parsley. Drop it on in. Mix this all together. Incidentally, this works really well with fish as well. A little bit of breadcrumb up on top of everybody. And it sticks because of that delicious, spicy glue of Dijon mustard. Then we're gonna spray the crumbs down with a little bit more oil so they brown up nicely, and throw them in the oven while we're making the pasta. The pasta is super quick cooking. I'm going to blanch some asparagus, and I'm going to saute some shallots and garlic. Little bit of heat underneath. We're going to melt a little bit of butter into the olive oil, a couple turns of the pan. When it comes to asparagus, when you bring it home from the store, treat it like you do fresh basil. I never put fresh basil in the fridge, but I also cut it like flowers and keep it in water. That keeps the asparagus growing if you treat it the same. If you trim the bottoms and leave it in the water, it'll stay nice and tight. It won't start to shrivel up and dry out if you're gonna keep it a couple days before you use it all. So, I'm going to blanch it for 30 seconds in hot boiling water, our asparagus, then cold shock it for our dish, get it going in the right direction, in other words. And I'm going to get my shallots and garlic into the pan. This is 2 fat, large shallots, or 1 small onion, and garlic cooking in a little olive oil. To that, we're going to add our lemon zest. I zested another lemon for the pasta dish. Add that to the pan. A little salt and pepper. You add the lemon juice at the end. You don't want it too bitter, but we want to get all of the lemon's flavor, and the essential oils live in the skin. A fat dose, or about a cup, of nice crisp white wine, a Sancerre, Pinot Grigio, something along those lines. Let that bubble up. Oh, that smells delicious. So we're going to let this simmer. It'll reduce by half in just a minute or two. And then we're going to gloss the sauce, it's called. We're going to add some butter to finish our sauce to give it richness and a lovely glossy finish. Now's the time we swirl that together, and we can throw our asparagus, which we've only cooked for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. We can throw that back into the mix and just heat it through gently while we're getting ready to marry everybody together. So we're going to drop in our linguine in this case. And then the way we marry the sauce to the pasta is to then add our starchy water, our really good fruity EVOO, good fruity green olive oil, and the juice of the lemon so it stays nice and fresh and bright. Squeeze it cut side up to keep the seeds with the lemon. And then we're going to begin tossing. And you get a lovely lemon facial while you're doing it. And then we add Parmigiano Reggiano, or your favorite, Grana Padano or Pecorino, whichever you like. And that's how we marry a pasta. Yes. A little Aspen tea, a little salt and pepper. Lovely. So here's our chicken. All we did was slather it with Dijon, give it a sprinkle of lemon, and we topped it with those crispy breadcrumbs. That is a lovely winner chicken dinner.